Video content is king. Cutting edge tech and AI tools to make your content creation a lot easier. Hello, everyone. My name is Tessa. I'm with the IdeaPros marketing team, and today we are talking about what might be the main way that your business is going to find and retain new customers. So obviously in today's market, you are hearing from me right at this moment through this specific medium. We are doing video content, and the video content is all designed to help you through the buying process. And believe it or not, this is intended to be a way to generate income. I know you're all like, yes, of course we knew that, but we also, we do a lot of giving back through our content and helping entrepreneurs, but the goal is always to provide a gap that's maybe missing in what you need, the information that you need in order to do your business better. Ultimately, you may end up working with IdeaPros in some way, shape, or form. Not new news to you all at all, I'm sure. But today we're going to talk about ways to make that content generation process much easier because of all the technology that we have now. It's very easy to create content. Our phones have excellent video. In fact, most of the people, the photographers that I know, are actually not using a fancy, Canon camera. They're actually using iPhones. So not only are the tools, the physical tools that you need in order to create video content much easier and more at hand than they've ever been, but there's also a ton of technology that actually does all the work for you. So we're going to go through some of the ones that I think are really notable, good ones that you're definitely going to want to check out. We're also going to talk about some things that maybe you haven't taken a look at. And hopefully by the end of today's show, I'm really going to challenge you to create some video content and share it. And one of the pieces of working with IdeaPros that I have enjoyed so much in the past 6+ years that I've worked with IdeaPros is that we do have such a great community of people who lift each other up and really help each other to get exposure to new clients, to get exposure for their apps and their businesses, products and apps. So I'm really going to challenge you to share your content pieces with us. So you can post over in IdeaPros. You can post a video that you've created here on this chat thread of the live show, or you can send it over to us from Messenger. And I'm really going to challenge you to share it because I will share it out for you on multiple platforms. But also, I just want to see that you are actually taking some of the tips and technology to heart and doing something with it, because we can all create our business, and then if we never get it in front of the right people, we're never going to be able to grow it and be able to make it a full-time job for some of you who are doing other jobs, or to make it that business that's a legacy business, right? Because that's a lot of the reason why our partners in particular and the entrepreneurs that work with us, they want to create a legacy business. And I know, Dr. Clarice, you're over there. You have a very amazing mission that you're working on. I see Odin. I know you've got a business that really is a legacy business as well. So I'd love to see your video content, but I have a couple recommendations. I'm going to pop some links in the chat as we go through these. If you have any questions, let me know, because we are using AI a lot in what we are creating, in topic generation, in all areas of creating content, and specifically video content. So the first thing I wanted to point out is that AI-powered script writing right now is just amazing. I mean, and a lot of these are going to come back to being kind of strategically placed around the tech, like ChatGPT, to be honest with you, in some way, shape, or form. But AI-powered script writing, I have a couple tools that I personally use. They're inside Kapwing. and I'll put some of these into the chat for you all as well. But Kapwing, KAPWING.com. If I could be an affiliate, I would, because I love this software that much. But it is great software. It's very good for virtual teams that are, communicating and working on the tech and working on video editing at the same time. You literally can be two people can be in Kapwing at the same time. You can see where they're moving, and you can work together and collaborate to make the exact video that you want, which is super helpful. But inside Kapwing, they have AI to help you write. You can say, I want to do a video that's this long based on this topic. It will go write a script for you. No kidding. Inside the app, this is one of my favorites. It also can create AI generated video backgrounds, like B-roll type video. It could create a whole video inside Kapwing for you, which is ridiculous. But AI powered scripting is really much easier, but you can use just by going to ChatGPT and using the right prompts. Like, the challenge with ChatGPT that I have really found is that people start writing in ChatGPT, they start to have a dialogue with the AI, and it goes terribly south and they give up. So know that ChatGPT can be trained to be your voice, to understand you. It can be trained to understand what you're looking for specifically. So every week that we do a video for IdeaPros, we have a title and a subtitle, and it has learned that we have certain length recommendations. We want it to be a certain length. We want it to be a certain impact. It has to be interesting. So the AI has really learned over the last probably, 6 months, really how to create those titles for us. So you have a lot less time that we're spending talking to AI. But for sure, we've got Kapwing and we have ChatGPT, which is always going to be a good option. I also personally, and it's Claude that I have used that I enjoy, and I kind of go back and forth between the two. It's just a different model. I've also used Bing and looked at some of their scripting abilities. So it just really depends on you and your style and what you like, and also your device, because obviously Bing is a Microsoft product, so it's built in to those platforms. But scripting, you can say, I want to create a video that's specific to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and I want it to be short or I want it to be long form, but easily chopped into pieces. The software is going to come back and say, okay, we'll do a 6-part video that you can chop into little mini clips, and here's how to do it. And it will actually write out the whole script if you ask it to. So, and that's just to create video content. The goal, well, I should say, what Fred told me this one time, and it really stuck with me. It's like, I don't have time to make this short. Sorry, this is so long. I don't have time to make it short. Making short content actually takes quite a bit of time, and it is the way that people consume data now. So think TikTok, think, shorts, YouTube shorts. They want fast information. They want the bullet points. They want it to be speedy. They don't want to spend a lot of time doing anything. And so our goal is always to create bite-sized pieces of anything that we can do. So this is a long form video where we're going to talk about these different pieces, and then we'll chop it up into little clips that can be used on social media and to promote and drive back to the big form video. And people can watch it in YouTube. We can have chapters and we can chop it all up into pieces. So that's the goal. And you could chop it up into ads. And one thing, just as a side note, to know about creating video is to try to be where you're far enough back that you could have this center frame. Just think of this as the tall area, that it's not going to look terribly awkward because I have a wide angle here. If I'm up here, then it's going to be like this. So it's really not a good angle when you're doing a video of yourself. So that's just a side note on how to create content so that it is multi-purposable. So I've got a couple other things to share with you. So I'm going to go speedy through these, but do let me know in the chat if you're using any of these tools, if you have one that you really love. Now, Jasper AI is very good. I feel like it's been around for a really long time. It is great software. I think that it's kind of, it's found its match in ChatGPT and what things that we have, but there are some awesome features in Jasper that you could take advantage of that I don't see in other platforms. So you could check that one out as well. And then I have, let's see, we have WriteSonic. I do like WriteSonic, Copy.ai. Those are all good writing tools, scripts, and each one's a little bit different. Number 2, I have automated video editing. I love what technology can do, guys. You have no idea how much it's saved time for us. It's huge. You can bring your videos in and you can say, make short clips for me. It goes and finds the short clips. It's insane what we can do. Again, I love Kapwing because it just does it, and it can focus on the speaker as well. If you have 2 speakers, it can focus on the speaker and center everything. A couple other ones that are worth it from a video editing standpoint, Magisto, which I've used. Magisto, I think is how you say it, Magisto. That one I did use the app version for a while. That one is a great video editing. Let me put that one on the screen. Today I only have one monitor, guys, so you'll have to bear with me. Automated video editing. Let's see if we can get that over into the chat. So number 2, automated video editing. So I've got in the comments, I'm going to put a couple of the ones that I think are worth it. Some of these are not cheap. Okay. Lumen 5 has always been one of my favorites. And I do think it's like $79 a month or something like that. Kapwing is more like a $24.99 type price point. Very, very affordable, even for teams. You can, affordably have people have access to that. Lumen 5 does a great job creating videos, but I think, like I said, I think it's in the $79 range, but very good software. And the other one I wanted to share with you is InVideo. I know Fred uses another one, and I will find out from him what the software was that he was using. But we have all these tools now that can take your video and create clips. Again, Kapwing, absolutely love it. I can't say enough about that software, but that it will actually zoom in and focus in on you and during that part. Plus, okay, side note, Kapwing and all of these softwares usually do have captions that are going to be on the screen, so you can just hit a button and it automates the captions. That's a totally side. That's a wonderful little thing to know how to do because it does save time and it also captures the eye. So very good. You can apply transitions, you can create music, add music to it. A lot of the content that's out on the internet, though, is not super produced. So it is fast clips. However, the short form does have production to it to make it fast. I mean, the bottom line is that to make something as fast as you need it to be to communicate it well, it's going to be edited to some extent. So those tools. Now, text to speech, there's a lot going on in text to speech and all of that. You can recreate, guys. I don't know if you've looked at technology for the AI, but you can recreate yourself in digital form and have it read back just about anything. I know because my dad actually did it, and he's in the technology industry and has really embraced all of AI. And he types what he wants to have said. He's recorded his voice. It's created a copy of him. We have to have a safe word, guys, because in this world, it would be very easy for someone to say they've kidnapped somebody, or to have somebody say something that they haven't really said. So just know that you should create that for your own family. But there is technology that can help you create a clone of your own voice and your own video. Literally, you can create a video of yourself, and it takes different shots of you saying things and then can create a digital version of you. Yeah, it's crazy. So that technology, I do have more on this list, but I will say that you can, Murph AI is one. And then Synthesia does the video creation, which is actually the next one that I'm going to create or show you. But Google Text to Speech is great. I also have a couple options in this space that I'm going to send over after, because I do think I have a list of them already set for you of the technology. So you don't have to, because I'm running out of like comments here over in the chat. But Murph AI, and then I do Synthesia is great from the video production side. I'm going to put that one in there. And Synthesia was really fascinating. That's the one where you can basically create a clone, AI generated text and images. And it's so fascinating what they've done with AI. They actually have done fly through videos that look like it creates the environment. It can create the environment that's in gaming. It can create the environment that's in a standard commercial. It's just fascinating to me what all that we can do now. So you'll have to check that out, because if you feel like you cannot create video content because you don't want to be in front of a camera, I have to say that I'm going to call you out on that one and say there's no reason you can't create video content in today's world. No reason at all. So AI video content tools. So that would be, like I said, Synthesia. And then again, you can create a clone of yourself. So I'm really excited to see you all what you can come up with in these areas. but we can use a specified avatar that's going to be your spokesperson. So I do have one gentleman. He is in his 90s, bless his heart, Larry. He is an amazing writer, has 6 books of war stories, but he's losing his vision. And so being able to read his own book out loud, which is what I love to do for authors, is have them read their synopsis, their chapters from their book, and really get people pulled in with those. It's really hard for him to do that. And so we are in the process. I'm hoping that he is willing to create a version of himself, either digitally by audio only or a video version, and then we can create a reading of it. Now, that might be out of his comfort zone, so he might create an avatar that can do the readings of the book for him. So it's very it can actually help when you don't have other options, because pretty soon it's going to be too difficult for him to record his own videos. He won't be able to see it. Now, he could go off of memory and be able to share things, of course. And Photo and Pictory are also 2 other really good video creation tools. I believe that they look AI generated. So I'm going to say that they're not 100%, like you would be able to figure out that they're not perfect. But you would be, if you're not saying that it's you're creating content, you can even say that you're a bot. Like Billie Jean is great at this. Billie Jean is marketing. He has created a very bot looking by AI technology, because you can create images in AI tech. He's a leading edge AI tech guy, and he's teaching it right now. And I try to attend as many of the events as I can on that. But he's actually created what looks like a bot of himself. And that's what he's using to kind of communicate. You can tell it's got tech backgrounds. It looks like a bot because he's not trying to pass it off as his live self. He is passing it off as like a Billie Jean clone. essentially. So, but you could definitely create a clone of yourself. So video templates, there are so many. I will add. Canva is great with video templates. If you're not a super tech savvy person, the AI pieces of Canva, you can go in, pick a template, and then add in, just drag and drop your videos into an already existing template. So canva.com, it can actually do transitions. We've created quite a bit of like almost background, like an ad type thing with canva.com that we can just give to our clients, and they can put in there, they can drag and drop, and it creates carousels, it creates social media, like a whole little video, it creates stories. Canva has a lot of options. Smart video templates are for sure a good option. And then you can also look in the AI section. If you haven't, in Canva, you can click apps, and then inside the apps, there's lots of tools in there. You can create images, and I'm just trying to get to where I can show you what the name of it is. So inside on the side, you're going to go to apps, and it's a little like 9 square in there. And they have, I'm just going to give you a couple of them so you can hear what types of things they have. It like photo expansion, where it can create photo expansion. You can create your own music now. You can create whole videos from, you could record yourself and saying the audio, and then Canva will find video clips like the B-roll in the back end for you. So like I said, no reason not to try it out. But I have Adobe Spark is another one. That's one of the products that's the AI piece to Adobe. You can actually ask Adobe to create, to change images, very advanced AI changing of photographs and video in the back end. And then wave.video is another one that I like. I like videos, Vidyoze, I believe is how you spell it. I will put it in the chat for you too. Videoze, videos. That one's really great. And again, Canvas or Adobe Spark. These are all fun. So just go play with them. And most of them have a trial version that you can kind of dabble in before you have to buy. So I would do that when you can. Pre-made video templates, you just customize, drag and drop into it, and it makes it a lot easier. There is one that I just recently used. I was shocked at how easy it was, and I will have to find it for you. But last, well, I'm going to wrap up with these last two, because there are so many and I want to share everything. Of course, you guys know me. I want to share it all with you. Subtitles. This is an important part for SEO. So when you are creating a video, you do want to have subtitles or closed caption for the video. It's how the internet knows what content you created. So there's a couple uses for this. One being the SEO side, so the search engine knows. Number two being that people are going to see words on videos. In fact, this was released by Instagram as being one of the top tips for getting your videos more views and to get your short content seen. TikTok level, publicity for your videos is to have text in the first couple seconds of the video so that they know what it's like, the cliff notes, right? What do they get? Why do they care? You want to have it in that first couple seconds. So that's done with closed captions or text over the video. And so closed captions or subtitle generation, you can use Kipwing. Again, one of my top favorites, is great for subtitle creation. We also have, I've used, it's Rev, Happy Scribe, Descript. Descript is really good. Similar to Kapwing, you can actually highlight a word and delete it, and it deletes that part of the video that you were saying that. I mean, that's how advanced the video editing is these days, guys. It's insane how good it is. With Descript, you can actually change a word, and it's learned your voice and tone, or your actual voice in the Descript system. You've recorded a certain number of things, and it can actually redo that word for you in the audio and video now. So it can actually look like you actually did just say that. And so it saves a ton of time, whereas before you used to have to edit that out and then making, like re-recording yourself saying something else in an audio which doesn't match with the video was a huge pain. I do love Descript for that technology. So last one, I think I am just going to call it, and then you guys we'll have more down the road, but the AI visual enhancements. So a lot of us are always worried about how we look on video. So what I will, let's see if we can get this on here. There we go. Okay, AI powered visual enhancements. Of course, there's lots of programs out there who can make you look younger. They can erase wrinkles. You also can record in technology like Zoom or in StreamYard. There is a feature enhancing, so a touch-up appearance, if you will. You could record that way so that you don't have as much to edit on the backside. So I use that feature, obviously, so that we don't have as many wrinkles and don't have to wear as much makeup. But you can also go back and edit your videos. And there's so many technology software companies out there that can actually replace things. So in Canva, you can replace I took a picture of all my dogs, and I replaced one dog with a beagle. Said, I'd really like a beagle though. So I just replaced it with a beagle. It's one of the AI technologies inside Canva. You can do the same thing with video. You can erase a subject in your video. Like you had somebody who was photobombing you in the back, you can actually erase them even in video. It's unbelievable. You can improve lighting. You can change if you had your eyes closed. The technology now in some of the apps can actually open your eyes because you gave it a couple versions of your pictures, and it recreates your eyes for you. It's just insane what we can do, guys. But I am going to put these few technologies in for the enhancements. So Adobe Premiere Pro has lots of AI features. And I do think that there is a huge value to Adobe Premiere. The whole Adobe set is really designed to help you do work faster, for sure. It's a little bit more expensive, but I do think it's good. Deep Art Effects is another one that you can do. And then all of the apps, I can't even list all of the different apps that you can use on your phone, but I use Face Effects, and there's a video version of Face Effects that you can use if you are trying to, adjust little things inside your videos that you can run it through a filter software after. And I would really caution to overdoing it. When we are too fake, it really shows. So I try to be very conscious, like not all of my videos are adapted to a golden hour filter or anything like that. Now, if that's really important to you, of course, you can do that and keep the branding. But I feel like the videos that are performing better in social media as a whole are very real, and almost to a fault of like being not Blair Witch Project, but very hand recorded. If they look like they are in a studio, sometimes they don't do as good. So if you are walking around, for whatever reason, people like it when you're walking around or you're bouncing into a frame or just movement in general. Now, I can't do that and show screens, so I'm just in a stationary place. I'm not going to try to walk and share screen at the same time. But that's a handful of video tools. We'll probably break this off and do another set because I have so many more that I could go through, and I know we're right about the time when it's time to hop. But if you are repurposing or you want collaboration tools, analytics, like there's all kinds of AI out there. So I really challenge you to just create something, some video, and share it with us so that we can see your content. Will also, give you a little shout out and help you to get new exposure as well. And I know that it is a holiday and the majority of my people are probably going to catch this as a replay. So let me know in the chat if you're catching the replay or if you're live with me, which was Patrick, and I know I saw Odin, all of you that are here. I mean, and Odin's in Canada, so I know you had your Independence Day earlier. But I'm just glad that you all showed up and you're here with us. And if you want to get notifications when we go live, be sure to hit the bell and you'll get notifications. There's also a link. So if you want, type notifications in the chat and we can text you or email you or do both when we go live. And as we're really ramping up, we are going to be doing a lot more of the repurposing content, a lot more exposure on social media, just because it is the way of the future anyway. But if you are willing to, yes, you are still with the crown. But if that's true, that's true. If you have any topics or questions that you want us to answer about entrepreneurship, growing a business, how to get your business out there, marketing related, whatever your questions might be, feel free to leave them in the chat so that we can do topics around them. I want to make sure that this is useful to you. We also do have a community aspect of IdeaPros that's going to be coming out soon. And you all know that I love to build a community that's strong and that wants to help each other. And so that will be coming very, very soon. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and that we'll see you next week at noon Pacific time next Friday. Thank you all for being here. Have a great week. Bye.